we have the very first Dodge Ram Cummins diesel. This is 001. It's a prototype built in 1985. And we have the opportunity to drive it, and we can compare it against the newest Ram Heavy Duty. I'm driving a real serious piece of history. Oh man. This is the prototype. This is Genesis. This is the first of this vehicle. The first time Cummins put a power plant in a Dodge pickup truck. This is a 5.9 liter engine. It was the prototype power plant. And originally it put out about 400 pound-feet of torque, which back then was phenomenal. Because this was a prototype setup, they weren't 100% sure whether or not they were going to use this packaging, this styling, or anything else. So when you look at the 1988 version, which is when the production started with this power plant, things look a little bit different. Now after they built this truck, it sat for 20 years as a vehicle Cummins was using for one of their shop trucks. And as a shop truck, it was well used. After 20 years, they decided that they wanted to make this vehicle all new. So they did a full frame-off restoration. Things have changed over the years. Granted, they both have straight six engines. They're both turbocharged. They're both diesels. However, this engine has a slightly higher output. Torque on this one is 1,000 pound-feet. That's a lot. And let's face it, it's a smoother, much more sophisticated ride. But then again, we're talking about a vehicle that was built in 1985. It's been a few decades. Boy, have things changed. So now I'm cruising along in the lap of luxury. I am right now having my butt and back warmed in a leather seat, a very nice leather seat. I'm surrounded by leather, wood, and metal. Not vinyl and velour and sheet metal. It's a very different feeling. It kind of tells you a little bit about what they were thinking back in the day, because there was a time when trucks were trucks. They were just built to haul stuff. And this truck is the Prospector version, so it's actually nicer than your regular one. It has an AM/FM cassette stereo, and air conditioning. Hell, back then, it was a luxury truck. Rear end, it's a 410. So this vehicle was pretty serious right off the bat. It feels a lot different than driving these other trucks. Well, this started off as a D350 pickup truck with a V8 engine. They gave it to Cummins, and Cummins pulled out that engine and put in their 5.9 liter straight six. Actually, the ride isn't half bad. Pretty loud. Certainly have come a long way with heavy-duty pickup trucks. Cummins has come from a place where they used to build engines and were like, so it sounds like a big diesel, who cares? Now, with this generation of Ram, they've actually toned things a little bit down. That's a huge difference, because it wasn't even like that last year. I mean, it still wasn't as raucous and as raw as that engine. That engine's badass, man. That thing is, woo, love it. But it's definitely something that every day would probably get on some people's nerves when they're used to these types of trucks that are quiet and refined and comfortable. God, we are so spoiled. I wanted to say a special thank you to FCA, Ram, and of course Cummins for loaning us this truck. This is a unique opportunity, and we had a blast, albeit a short one, testing a vehicle and having a comparison between the two. And let me tell you, a lot of things have changed. For the Fast Lane Truck, this is Nathan, and behind the camera, Andre. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to go to TFLtruck.com for news, views, real-world reviews, and a lot more Cummins diesel-powered awesomeness.